Alright guys, just San here, back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we have the EZA information for the Agl Gogeta and the physical full power Broly. Now, I'm expecting a lot out of these guys. They're extremely hype, and I'm really hoping they can be crazy because their EZA has been anticipated for a long time. So yeah, before we get into their stats and everything, or before we get into their kit, these are their stats. This is what they're going to be looking at when they're Extreme Z Awakened. So, some really high stats, honestly. 20,000 attack from the Gogeta is pretty nice. 21,000 health from the Broly is really nice. So, really good stats for sure. But, yeah, just getting right into the Gogeta's EZA. So his leader skill is Movie Heroes and Fusion, Ki +3, and HP attack and defense plus 170% across the board. So, we did kind of expect it to be that. Unfortunately, it's not 180%, but 170% is kind of, as I said, what we expected, and that is still really good. But then for his super attack effect, he greatly raises attack and then raises defense for one turn and then causes immense damage to enemy. So, the defense is really nice. It is only 30%, which is, obviously it could have been 50% and that would have been much better, but I'll still take it. 30% is still really useful. And then his passive is that he gets attack and defense plus 140%. He gets an additional attack and defense plus 50% when attacking. He gets attacks effective against all types, and then a high chance to evade enemies' attack, including super attack. And then he transforms when conditions are met. So he does have that 50% chance to dodge instead of 30% chance. So I'm glad they bumped that up. So really, regardless of what his stats are looking at, that high chance to dodge is going to make it to where defensively this guy is going to be really good no matter what. Of course, as long as you bring him in an event where you can dodge. And then, he's getting 50% attack and defense when attacking. So that for sure is really nice as well. It's just going to make it to where in slot 2 and 3, you're just tanking better. So, pretty good so far. Nothing too crazy. He gets some defense on super attack and, he does have that 50% attack and defense when attacking. And then they did bump up his dodge chance. So, that is pretty solid. I think maybe pre-transformed, this guy isn't going to be the craziest. But let's see what he's looking at when he is transformed. So his super attack effect is that he greatly raises attack and defense for 4 turns. And then causes immense damage to enemy. So not only did they add greatly raising defense into this, but they also bumped it up to 4 turns instead of 3. So that is really useful. I think that in and of itself pretty much just confirms you should go full additionals with this guy. Because if you're getting 2 of these off, then, you're getting 2 50% defensive stacks onto the next rotation. Like, your defense can start to get crazy with this guy. So just that in and of itself, I think, is going to show that when he is transformed, he's going to be looking much better defensively. And then for this guy's passive, he gets attack and defense plus 150%. He gets an additional attack and defense plus... attack and defense plus 50%, and then performs a critical hit when attacking. And then he has a great chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack. And then he gets an additional 2 ki and attack plus 50% for 4 turns after evading an attack. So they did bump it up to a great chance as well to dodge, which I think is really useful. You can completely rely on that. And there's no real condition around it. Excuse me. There's no real condition around it either. It's just a great chance to dodge. So, again, as long as you bring him in an event where you can dodge, this guy's going to just dominate. Like, that is really, really good. I think this guy's going to have really high stats alongside his 70% chance to dodge. And, you're going to be getting the dodges off a lot. So, you're going to have this 50% attack. You're going to have this part of his passive procced most of the time. And once you get that, I believe you could probably hit some crazy numbers. So, Gogeta does look really good. Keep in mind that, really, we just got to see him in game to determine how good he will be. But from the looks of it, on paper, he looks like he could be really good. I think he's going to stand out to be more of a good unit when he's transformed, but we will see once he releases. And then moving on to the Broly. So his leader skill is Movie Bosses and Full Power, Ki +3, HP attack and defense plus 170%. So we did expect that. Again, unfortunately, it's not 180% or even 200%. Technically, they could have just done that, but it is just 170%, which is still really useful. But then this guy's super attack effect is that he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and then causes supreme damage to all enemies. So he does get 50% attack and defense, unlike the Gogeta who just got that 30% defense. But, I do really like this. I think this, once again, just incentivizes you to go full additionals because 50% defense twice would make an extremely big difference between your start of turn defense and then the defense you get after getting both those super attacks. So I do think you should go full additional with this guy just because of him getting 50% defense on a super attack effect. But anyway, moving on to his passive, he gets Ki +6, attacking defense plus 150%, attacking defense plus 120% at start of turn, and then he launches an additional attack with a high chance of becoming a super attack when facing only one enemy. He gets attack and defense plus 150%, and then launches an additional attack when facing 2 or more enemies, and then he transforms when conditions are met. Wow, okay. So this guy is going to be a World Tournament killer. Oh my god. You're going to have this activated, and then you're going to have an extra 150% attack and defense activated, and you get the additional super. So, yeah, and you're greatly raising attack and defense on the supers too. So, wow, yeah, in World Tournament, this guy's just going to be crazy. I mean, even when you're facing one enemy, this guy, I mean, it looks like he could still get to some pretty good numbers. This 150% just start of turn is nice, and then the extra 120%, I do think that's going to get him some pretty good numbers, especially combined with the 50% defense. But I do think that pre-transformed, this guy is kind of a slot 2 and 3 unit, which is kind of unfortunate, but I mean, let's see what he's looking at when he's transformed. So his super attack effect is that he raises attack and defense. Okay, so that goes down, so he no longer greatly raises. And then he causes immense damage to enemy and then massively lowers defense. So the 30% attack and defense is really nice, but it is kind of weird they brought it down from greatly raising to just normally raising. But I guess it is still good he gets attack and defense on super attack effect. And then for his passive, he gets Ki +8, attack and defense plus 200%. That's really good, just 200% across the board. And then he launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. He gets attack plus 200%, and then defense plus 100% when facing only one enemy. And then he gets attack and defense plus 120% when facing 2 or more enemies. He launches an additional super attack, starting from the next turn when this character performs the 3rd super attack in battle. Okay, so I mean, this guy looks like he could be pretty good as well. Once you start getting multiple supers off, for sure, you know, with him getting defense on super attack effect, I think you could be looking really good in terms of your defensive stat after you get all those supers off. But I don't really know how good this guy is going to work in slot 1. I guess we are just going to see, again, how this guy works in-game. I will do a showcase on them as soon as the data download drops, and then we'll see how they're looking in-game. So, I mean, make sure you stay tuned for that. But I mean, yeah, that is pretty much it with these guys. Let me know what you think of their EZAs down in the comments. And, I mean, yeah, again, these are going to be their stats for when they EZA. So, yeah, that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.